When I think about air travel now, and the reason I'm not doing it is I think about the coronavirus dangers inside the airplane. But a TSA whistleblower tells us we have a lot to worry about before we even get to the plane. Jay Brainard is a senior TSA official in Kansas with 20 years experience, and he has filed a whistleblower report saying not enough is being done to keep TSA officers safe when screening passengers, and not enough was done to keep passengers safe at the TSA checkpoints. As of today, 763 TSA agents have tested positive for coronavirus. 6 agents have died. Joining our discussion now is Jay Brainard. He's a TSA Federal Security Director for the state of Kansas and has been with the TSA for almost 20 years. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, Mr. Brainard. Obviously, you're not here as an official spokesman for the TSA, but you're telling us what your experience has been. How risky are the TSA checkpoints now, and how risky have they been in the past months of this pandemic?
That's a great question. So there's 2 questions. What went wrong? And what do we need to do moving forward? At the onset of this, early March, we started having a number of transportation security officers test positive for COVID-19. The federal security directors, which is what my position is, made efforts to try and get personal protective equipment to the workforce. In mid-March, we were denied. We were told to withhold the N95 masks from the workforce. We were not permitted to mandate the wearing of masks until mid-April. Protective eyewear, we still can't mandate protective eyewear. So essentially, you have our employees at the height of the breakout of COVID-19 working at airport checkpoints. They don't have the personal protective equipment that they need. And the worst part about it is it's in the middle of spring break. You know, we laid an overlay map on March 24th from Johns Hopkins University and lined up the top 25 airports with that map. And it was an exact match with the exception of New Orleans. And you can explain New Orleans with the breakout there simply from Mardi Gras. And so the agency did not act swiftly enough. The agency, in my opinion, did not act responsibly. So flash forward now 4 months later, the administrator has now mandated that they wear masks. We still are at odds about cross-contamination and personal protective equipment when it comes to gloves, because we do have a number of touch points with the public where we'll interact, whether we're checking identification of passengers and handing it back to them, whether we are conducting pat-downs. TSA had indicated that they are mandating the changing of gloves every time somebody gets a targeted pat-down at the AIT machines. There's been no guidance put out on that. I spoke to a number of my counterparts tonight at the largest airports in the country, and they have seen no guidance on that. I have seen no guidance on that. And so at the end of the day—
Jay, let me stop you on that one for a second. So you're many places using the same gloves to pat down more than one passenger.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can go to any airport and the majority of them, you'll see it. You know, if you change gloves every passenger and you've got an airport that does 30,000 passengers a day, you're going to go through 20,000 pairs of gloves. You know, at the very least, they need to sanitize these gloves between passengers. You know, when you get into conducting a bag search, it's important to change those gloves and put on a fresh pair of gloves because people travel with their personal items. And so when you put your hands in a bag and you're going through and you're searching, you're touching their toiletries and their toothbrush. And so when we are not sanitizing those gloves at the very least between handling someone's identification cards, whether it is conducting a targeted pat down in an area, if we are not sanitizing those gloves, we're just passing it along to the next passenger. And when the passenger leaves the checkpoint, they get on the plane, they touch the seatbelt, the armrest, they touch the tray tables and everything else. So it's important for us. You know, the agency's taking baby steps right now. And baby steps, at least they're doing it 4 months later, they're starting to go in the right direction. But baby steps are not going to make the air transportation system safer.